Today I'm going to be teaching you about direct object pronouns. Here are some notes that I did as a lesson plan to teach you what to do. First, the preterite talks about actions that take place or have been completed in the past. And you add the preterite ending to change a verb that is regular to the past tense. Some endings for the regular AR verbs are haste, o, amos, aron, and examples are bailar y nadar. And bailar means to dance, and the conjugations are bailé, bailaste, bailó, bailamos, y bailaron. And nadar means to swim, and the conjugations are nadé, nadaste, nadó, nadamos, and nadaron. Next, we have the regular ER and IR verbs and their endings. Iste, io, imos, ieron are the regular conjugations. And some examples I had were vivir, which means to live, and the conjugations are viví, viviste, vivió, vivimos, y vivieron. And the other example I had was perder, which means to lose, and the conjugations are perdí, perdiste, perdió, perdimos, and perdieron. The next note that I wrote down was that verbs ending in car or kar, gar, and zar must be changed in the yo form for the DOP/preterite form. An example is buscar, which is the C changes to the QU, pagar changes from the G to the GU, and almorzar changes the Z to a C. And another note that I wrote down just to remind you guys, remember only the yo form changes and that the rest are just regular conjugations. Some more examples of the kar, gar, and zar verbs changing are the verbs jugar and pagar. Jugar means to play, and the conjugations changing only the yo is jugué, jugaste, jugó, jugamos, y jugaron. And pagar is pagué, pagaste, pagó, pagamos, y jugaron. Next, we have the irregular preterite verbs. And the conjugations are always different because of their irregular. And two examples that I have here are ir and hacer. Ir means to go, and the conjugations are fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, y fueron. And hacer means to do, and the conjugations are hice, hiciste, hizo with a Z. You have to remember to change the C to a Z. Hicimos, hicieron. And DOP, just a final little statement I have here and final practice, are that a DOP replaces a noun, is used to avoid repetition, and talks about actions that have already been completed or have already taken place. It also tells who or what receives the action of the verb, and it can be a person, place, or a thing. It does not have to be just a person, or just a place, or just a thing. It can be either of the three. And our final little note here is that DOPs can also be placed before a conjugated verb or after. If an infinitive is there, then it may be placed before or after. Or it can also be attached to the infinitive. An example here that I have is the sentence lo tengo que hacer. And the DOP at the beginning of the sentence is lo. The conjugated verb is que. The conjugated verb is tengo, and the infinitive is hacer, and that then changes to tengo que hacerlo after you add the infinitive to attach the DOP to the infinitive, which is what I did here. The first sentence I had the DOP before the conjugated verb, but this time I have it attached to the infinitive after the conjugated verb of tango, and then the infinitive is hacer, and the DOP is lo, and it's attached and makes the sentence tengo que hacerlo. Thank you, and I hope this betters your knowledge of DOPs.